Hello there. Today in the mail, I finally received from the Repack Wave the new TIE pilot. We're going to take a good look at him, as well as his original look was a Lieutenant Oxio from the Battle Over Endor multi-packs. There was two of them, and they came with like 3 Rebel pilots, or 2 or 3, and a droid. There was 2 Rebel pilots, a droid, and a TIE fighter pilot. So you had Lieutenant Oxio, I think, was in the first one, and then Major Mianda in the second. And I'm going to kind of contrast them together and just see how these two have been updated. And we'll just look at them all overall. I think I'll actually start with this one. I've actually been using him in my collection, but I think I'm about to retire him. This is the TIE pilot from Power the Jedi. He came with the TIE bomber, and the one thing was neat about him, it was the first TIE pilot that had bending, so he could actually sit. You could pose him in an actual seated position, because if you look at the TIE bomber, stand him up here real quick. Let's see if I can reach it. Here's my TIE bomber. If you look in the cockpit, you can see the seating. The only way he could sit in there is with his knees bent. So I was the first one that could do that. And like I said, it's still decent enough figure. But they have vastly improved him later on. So let's take a look at these two here. This is Lieutenant Oxio from the Battle Over Endor pack. And here is the new TIE pilot for the Vintage Collection in the reissue wave. Yes, look close up here. You can see the paint apps are definitely improved on the new one. Not that these are bad. I'm saying that they have definitely kind of upped their game here. The helmets look really good. You can see the emblem on the side here is a little bigger on the new one. As well here. Also, look at that. They never painted the little... Is it even there? No, they don't even have it on him. The little keypad device here. Come on, focus. There, it's not even on that one. Interesting. So there's another improvement they've made. But now, both these helmets are removable. So let me pull these off here. Also, the chest plates come off. I'll show you also that there was improved paint apps on the chest box. Come on. Let's look at the head sculpts here real quick. Slightly different on the new one. Here, get a good look. And this is the original Lieutenant Oxio. Drop his weapon, no big deal. And so let me bring up. So here is Lieutenant Oxio's. I guess we could see the improvement on the paint here as well. There's that little stripe. Little finer details with the red buttons right here. That is real interesting. They've done a good job there. So definitely a vast improvement on the paint for the new figure here. They still each have, oddly, this giant blaster they come with. the craziest sidearm I've ever seen, because but basically still the same pistol 11 years later. But they come with a holster. That's kind of good to have. Try to find a way to put it in there. I mean, that pistol's just huge. It's kind of an odd sidearm for them, because you never see them. Well, you rarely see TIE pilots outside of the cockpit anyway, and you don't see them with a sidearm, actually. You know, it's just when they're in there. And I mean, I think really the ones I can really think of right off the bat are the ones that Vader grabs in the original Star Wars to be his wingman when he's going out there. And I don't recall them having holsters, but whatever, it's a neat accessory. It's nice to have. But what I really like is a detail on these helmets. So here's the difference between, here's the new one. They painted them differently, you know, just give them differentiation in the battle packs, but this is actually the most movie accurate helmet they made, because if you look at in the original Star Wars, the TIE pilots that are talking to Vader as wingmen, they have these stripes on there, which is odd because if you look at the vintage figure, it's not on there, and TIE pilots up until this point did not have any kind of, other than the emblem on them. I do think there is kind of a mistake that it doesn't have this second one on there, but minor gripe, not complaining. But the fact that they have this striping there, it was actually, that's actually movie accurate, and they did have it in Rogue One as well. I can't recall ever seeing a TIE pilot with this on there, but still, I like to have a differentiation. They could be from, like, you know, different squadrons or flying different types of fighters. It'd be kind of an interesting way to look at it. And again, this is basically the same figure as this one, and this one as well, minus the paint apps being slightly different. So again, I mean, these are just great figures, and I'm kind of glad to have the new ones. I can never have enough army builders, you know. And again, you know, I like to have, if you look at my room tour, I have a bunch of vehicles on display, and every vehicle that you can see in my room tour, the cockpits are all crewed. Each ship has a pilot in it, so it's something I like to have in there. And so it's kind of nice, you know, whenever if they come out with other TIE pilots, I'll probably be buying those as well. You can't have too many. It's kind of like stormtroopers. Just trying to buy them up as much as I can. And that'll pretty much do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Kind of started to ramble a little bit. Apologize for that. But again, if you like what you see, leave a like. Please leave me a comment. Subscribe if you feel so inclined. And everyone have a great day. And may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you always. The Force will be with you.